Yeah, it looks like a big cherry.
Big? Big?
I don't know, I just feel so disconnected. No, wait, will you put that one? Wait,
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
It's been exactly a week since I went outside. 95% of the time, I spend it in my bedroom, on my bed.
In our last episode of Shaped by the Algorithm, we saw Amber go on holiday just to eat orange chicken. We saw her at perhaps the lowest we had seen her so far.
Mental things is scary, like.
And we learned that Amber's body was beginning to fail her.
Just horrid pain. Sometimes I can't even take a full breath. Getting up off my bed and walking to the bathroom, I'm like, it was terrifying how much blood I was losing, and I can't even exaggerate how much it was. It was terrifying.
Whenever we saw Amber do any sort of activity, it looked uncomfortable for her. Whenever we would see her walk, we could hear her breathing heavily. Whenever she would do the dishes, she would have to lean on the sink for support. Seeing Amber struggling to simply exist was starting to become a common sight. Despite struggling to even sit, Amber, unbelievably, was still not taking her health seriously. She had previously confessed to struggling to get into the shower because she was too big, and even one time getting stuck for 30 seconds or so. This was when she weighed around 510 pounds. Now, she showed us a shot of the shower, and it was easy to see how Amber had gotten stuck. The opening did not look big enough for Amber to fit through comfortably. The last time Amber weighed in for us, she was 525.4 pounds. Amber knew as well as we did that if she carried on gaining weight, not only would she be facing the possibility of not being able to shower, but she may also be facing death.
I am so mad right now. Oh my gosh, so mad. I was doing so good. I was happy, I was motivated, and then like everything came crashing down and I got horrible news. So when I got the bad news, I just cried in bed for a while. When I stopped crying in bed, I kind of came to and I was like, I want Taco Bell.
Amber would tell us that she was an emotional eater, eating whenever she felt sad. But her audience knew this was only half the truth. She was gaining weight because she was overeating, day after day, no matter what mood she was in. Amber would often act powerless, as if gaining weight was something that was just happening to her. But again, her audience knew the truth. Amber had no willpower, no determination, no strength, and she was incredibly lazy. Anything that took effort was simply not for Amber.
How did you like your food?
It's good.
Would you eat it again?
Obviously.
Amber's increase in mass was also affecting her job. Her videos had become incredibly dull. There was no more going outside and fewer side characters. It was now just Amber, sat down talking to the camera or showing off junk she had purchased online. Amber had went from agreeing with her audience that her videos were getting dull, to then changing her mind and acting like nothing had changed at all. At this particular moment in time, Amber was agreeing with her audience. Her videos were not good. She needed to give more effort, and that's exactly what she tried to do.
Welcome to Cooking with Amberlynn. Cook, 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 cook. Pow! Amberlynn, you don't care about us because you're behind on vlogs. We feel very unappreciated. I do appreciate you guys. I'm behind on vlogs because I did a lot of filming, so I was able to always have a video ready for you guys to go up daily. Thank you, Amberlynn. I appreciate all the hard work that you're putting into your videos. I really appreciate that you guys are seeing this out of me. No, I'm not manic. No, I'm not bipolar, so stop self-diagnosing me. I'm actually just in a really good mood.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are.
What you are, what you are.
We're so high.
Ha,
Like a
ha,
diamond
ha.
in the sky.
Twinkies yours. I miss you. I love you. I love you. B-O-B-R-O-S-S. Paint with me. Paint with me. What was that? Amberlynn, you try too hard. I have gotten some questions of what is the singing and the dancing in my videos. Boo, it's just me having fun. Like, embrace it. There is dead fish flavor, rotten egg, barf, booger.
This is all her idea. Like, what's the name of my cousin that died in a head-on collision on his birthday?
You never told me about this.
Yes, I did.
Tim.
It was Lee.
It was Lee.
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 Swallow it. Swallow it. Swallow it.
But it's like raw tuna salad.
Follow through. Follow through.
I followed through. I'm trying to do a little bit better with my vlogs. I hope you guys can tell.
Not only was Amber wanting to improve the quality of her videos, but she was wanting to improve the quality of her mind.
So I just want to give you guys some really good news. I got a fucking therapist. Like, what? So many of you think it's the right step for me, so I took the freaking plunge. I did it, and I'm over the moon. To the hills we go. Moo moo moo. And the cow fell with the spoon. And an update, I took my Lexapro today. First day back taking it. I have no more refills, so I gotta talk to my doctor about that and be like, boo, I need that Lexapro because I'm tired of crying. And
Making an effort to make her videos more interesting, seeking out a therapist, and Amber was now trying to get back on track with her eating and her walking. However, that would be difficult now that she was less mobile than before.
I have been in my room for the last, I think it's been 3 or 4 days, and I haven't left. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my god, you're bedbound, what a gross sick freak. It's not that. I can get up, I can dance, I can walk. Say that it's not like a bedbound thing, it's not like a body issue, it's a mind issue. And
Amber told us it was a mind issue rather than a body issue. That was difficult to believe though, when Amber had already confessed to being in excruciating pain just standing up doing the dishes, or being out of breath, just sat down doing nothing. With Amber being trapped at home, she would need outside influences to liven up her videos, and that's exactly what she got.
because someone contacted me for a television show, and I did my casting interview yesterday. I pretty much did everything I need to do for now, and I'm just hoping for the best. The casting team said that they really liked me and they think my personality is great. I'm not gonna go into detail of what this is, but obviously if I get accepted or if I don't, I'll tell you guys when that happens, which I'm not sure when I'm gonna find out, but they have to put together a video and send it to the network, and hopefully they'll choose me. Like,
Amber wouldn't tell us what show was interested in her. The biggest theory going around was that it was My £600 Life. In Amber's next video, she definitely seemed to be auditioning for something.
I am 27 years old and I am 529 pounds. I'm sure you have seen the comments and you've seen the videos, you've seen the live streams and the forums where people create scenarios, rumors, and situations to manipulate other people's opinions of me. I'm not a liar, I'm not a deceiver, and I don't manipulate people. In my opinion, I am misunderstood, I'm moody, I'm a mess, I'm restless, I'm depressed. I'm the girl who hasn't left her bedroom in 5 days. Of course, I leave to go to the bathroom or to get something to eat. I haven't brushed my hair in about a week. I come from a very toxic and unhealthy family. When I was 9, I was taken from class by a cop who took me and my brothers to a children's shelter. From then on, I became a ward of the state and I was in foster care until the age of 18. In school, I was known as Fat Amber. On YouTube, I'm known as the most hated YouTuber. I don't cry for views. I don't eat for views. I live my life, although a dull one, and I just want to share it with everyone out there. I'm not a narcissist. I don't use or mooch the people around me. I get told constantly, Amberlynn, you're a liar. All you ever do is lie, lie, lie. What happens when my reality is different than yours? And really, you're just going off of biased opinions. I am extremely empathetic. If I see someone crying, if they're a stranger, I follow suit and I feel their pain. If I could be anywhere right now, I'd probably lay in a field of sunflowers and just look up at the sky and ask why? Why me?
If she was auditioning for My 600-Pound Life, she would need to gain a little more weight, and it appeared as if she was actively trying to do that.
Did I say? You said that. Did I say that? No, I said I got cornbread instead of garlic bread.
So you guys have no idea how badly I wanted like fast food or just to, you know, go get something to eat so we didn't have to cook. But this one,
I'm trying.
is beaten into my head not to do that.
I want to take it seriously.
So we decided that once a week we're gonna go on a date, and that involves maybe getting, you know, dessert somewhere or dinner. So today we're gonna go to, that's supposed to be drums of anticipation. We're gonna go to Red Lobster. So
Ever since the birth of Amber's channel, her audience had been warning her that if she didn't stop with the weak excuses, didn't stop with the binging and overeating, she would one day be disabled. And now...
So today is August 17th, and it's been exactly a week since I went outside. 95% of the time, I spend it in my bedroom, on my bed. It's also been over a week since I have brushed my hair. So something else I've been doing as I am bedbound. I literally hate that word because it's just so vile, and with the YouTube community that watches me, it's very poisonous. It's really housebound. I feel housebound. But tomorrow I really want to push myself to leaving the house, even if it's for something as stupid as walking down the street to the stop sign. I haven't felt the sun on my skin in a week.
By her own admission, she was housebound and practically bedbound. Amber told us she didn't leave the house because of mental issues, but of course nobody was buying that. Amber was spending 95% of her time in bed. She was just sat there, getting bigger and bigger, stewing in her own disgusting filth. And spending that much time in bed would cause Amber to have some serious issues.
I have fallen twice, 2 days in a row. I don't fall, you guys. I never, ever fall. It's just not something that happens to me.
Something funny happened. My first impression of meeting a few of her family members, I completely fell in the mud. My finger went into dog poop, and it was just this whole embarrassing thing. Like,
after I wear flats and I take them off, the bottom of my feet are like baby butt soft. And I was sitting on my bed, which is on the floor. I prefer my bed on the floor. I'm able to get up fine. That's not, you know, the issue here. Getting up off the bed. And to get up off the bed, I do this little like turny bit, and I get up by using like the strength in my feet. And my feet slipped from under me and I landed on my left knee. It terrified me. I couldn't get up or anything. So how I had to get up was I had to crawl onto the bed in this like weird maneuver. I feel like the second time, which was last night, actually scared me a bit more. I put on my flats, I got up, and I didn't fall. Like, I was totally good. I was fine. I think I took about 3 steps, and I don't know why, but Twinkie had a few of her really small dog foods on the floor, and I think I just like slid on one. But instead of going backwards on my butt, my body just naturally went forward and I landed on my right knee. I can't really get up off the floor without using some sort of like a table to hold on to or like a chair. I almost was to the point where I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do because I have no way of getting up. I wanted her to call the ambulance almost. What I ended up doing was I got on my side and I literally rolled onto the bed again, which was easy to do. It did kind of hurt. Obviously, you're on a hard floor. And My body naturally isn't meant to be on a hardwood floor. The last 2 nights, I don't know, like, weird coincidence.
Amber had her excuses, of course. Her feet were too soft. She thought she had slipped on some dog food. Her mental gymnastics were astounding. In reality though, Amber was spending too much time in bed, was getting too heavy, and her balance was shot. The fall did seem to help inspire Amber to actually get back on track.
So here is another weigh-in for you guys. I promise that we will be doing these every single Monday. Do you promise as well?
I promise.
Last week I was 532.0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 532.0. And today I was 531.4, so I was down 0.6.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And to a hater, it's just because I took a big dump.
A week went by and it was time for weigh-in number 2. But Monday came and went without a weigh-in. So did the following Monday and the one after that. In fact, Amber would go just over a month without weighing in. Amber had been filming anything but weigh-ins, and it was starting to dramatically affect her views. So, whether she wanted to or not.
About a week ago, I weighed in at 542.0, which is my highest weight ever recorded. And I know I do this little bit all the time where I'm just like, oh, that was my highest weight, da da da. It's stupid. I know, like, I totally get it. It's dangerous, it's scary, it's sickening, it's horrifying. So I'm gonna figure this out and I'm gonna conquer this. I'm really going to. Actually,
542 pounds was Amber's latest highest weight. And if she was struggling to go from her bed to the bathroom at around 30 pounds lighter, we could safely assume she wasn't going to be going on any long walks. We would still see Amber outside of her home now and again, but when we did, it felt like some kind of joke.
here we are grocery shopping. Look at the clothes. Look at these. Sorry. Look how cute these are. Like, I wish I could wear them. And yes, I'm in a scooter. I don't need to say that because it's obvious. But look how cute these are. Oh my gosh. I can't wait until I can fit in these type of pants because look how cute these are. Oh my gosh. No offense to any older people out there, but stuff like this just reminds me of something that an older person would wear. So I literally feel like, oh my. Oh my gosh, I get so awkward filming. Oh well. I literally feel like I'm a spokesperson for Walmart, but I promise I'm not. I'm just vlogging. Totally into that. That's so cute, but they do not have my size.
Amber was now back to using scooters at stores once again, but she couldn't lie to us anymore like in the past. She wasn't using the scooters because she had a heel spur, or she just wanted to be silly and have fun. She was using the scooters because she had to. At just 27 years old, Amber had eaten herself to the point where she couldn't even walk around a store anymore. As if this wasn't absurd enough, it seemed even more ridiculous when Amber was riding around on her scooter and was passed by an elderly woman walking. It also looked ridiculous seeing Amber on her scooter while wearing her Fitbit. She also looked like a complete fool when Becky was pulled over for speeding and Amber had to quickly put on her seatbelt.
Becky's getting pulled over.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. As soon as I looked down and saw I was going that fast, and I saw
He's actually really nice, so that's good.
The scooters and the Fitbits all just punctuated how ridiculous Amber's world had become. No one was going to start taking her seriously until she took herself seriously, though that didn't seem to be happening anytime soon.
And I also want to share with you, I did weigh in today and I did gain weight, and I feel like someone needs to make a video of me saying, okay, so this is my new highest weight. I know it's gonna happen, because here it is again. this is my new highest weight. So I'm at 543.4. This is the highest I've ever weighed. I'm completely throwing away everything that I once thought of about weight loss and just completely starting fresh.
Every new weigh-in update included a new highest weight, and the higher her weight, the more it affected her YouTube videos.
So Becky and I just went out, and I didn't vlog any of it, but we're home now.
Now that filming outside was almost completely done, Amber had to start getting creative filming inside.
Because I have seen comments in the comments below. I do read comments here and there, and now lately the negativity really doesn't get to me. So I just scroll through, I read a few here and there. I don't read them all, obviously. But something I see is, I have seen people call me a narcissist, and you know that I feel other people's pain. If I see a stranger crying, I will cry. Like, I feel their pain. But there's a really popular quiz online on psychcentral.com where you can take a narcissistic personality quiz. When people compliment me, I sometimes get embarrassed, or I know that I am good because everybody keeps telling me so. Oh God, definitely the first one. Every time I get a compliment, I'm embarrassed. I don't know how to act. You guys, I'm trying to be 100% honest on this because I truly want to see what my results are. And I'm no better or worse than most people, or I think I am a special person. Definitely I am no better or worse than most people. I find it easy to manipulate people, or I don't like it when I find myself manipulating people. Definitely I don't like when I find myself manipulating people. I insist upon getting the respect that is due, or I usually get the respect that I deserve. I believe that everyone should get the respect that they deserve. I don't particularly, that word's also hard to say, like to show off my body, or I like to show off my body. I'm gonna go with I don't like to show off my body. Oh my God, I'm scared for these results. I just want to be reasonably happy, or I want to amount to something in the eyes of the world. I want to be reasonably happy. I expect a great deal from other people, or I like to do things for other people. Oh, I definitely like to do things for other people. I'm definitely a giver. I will never be satisfied until I get all that I deserve. Yikes. I hope no one clicked that. Or I take my satisfactions as they come. Definitely I take my satisfactions as they come. I like to look at myself in the mirror, or I'm not particularly interested in looking at myself in the mirror. I'm just gonna go with, I don't like looking in the mirror. People sometimes believe what I tell them, or I can make anybody believe anything I want them to. Ooh, I don't like either of those. I'm just gonna go with people believe what I tell them because I tell them the truth. So I am more capable than other people, or there's a lot that I can learn from other people. Definitely a lot that I can learn from other people. I am much like everybody else, or I'm an extraordinary person. I'm just gonna put I am much like everybody else because we've all been through struggles. We all are doing our life. There's really nothing extraordinary about me. So now I'm gonna press score my narcissism quiz now. Oh my God, I'm so scared. Okay, it says my total is 13. Narcissist score over 20. Oh, I'm not a narcissist. The lowest one I scored on was vanity and entitlement, which was 0. That was actually really interesting. It's nice to know that a quiz on a psych website does not think I'm a narcissist, because I never have thought so. Amberlynn, are you a narcissist? Like, I get it, but I'm not. Like, proof is in the cards.
Amber would still occasionally set herself some new weight loss goals, but no one was interested in those goals anymore because people knew that she just couldn't stick to them.
So Eric asked us if we wanted to go out for breakfast. I was like, no, and then I was like, yes, and I was like, no, and then I was like, yes. Like, I kept going back and forth, but I think I'm gonna go. The reason why I kept saying no is because in my head I'm like, I really need to get on track and I need to lose weight. I can't keep gaining weight, and I just don't think people understand how much I need to lose weight. I know Becky, she's never known someone my size and never got the chance to understand how important it is to not be my size. So it's definitely different for her.
Becky was in a no-win situation when it came to Amber. She could either give in to what Amber wanted and be called an enabler by some, or she could refuse to give in to Amber and then have to deal with the fictional character of the binge monster. Amber told us she wasn't a lazy person and that she was simply addicted to food. However,
broccoli.
Yeah, you're sharing the broccoli.
Oh, hell yeah. Garlic salt, a big bag of apples because they're in season, lemons, some already cooked hard-boiled eggs,
when Amber couldn't even be bothered to boil her own egg, it was clear she was a lazy individual. Amber was now back taking her medication. She had blamed not taking it for the reason she had been snipping at Becky.
And I stopped taking my Lexapro a week ago, and I've been snipping at Becky all day long.
Now she was back on it though, her behaviour towards Becky should have improved.
So something I've noticed, every time I go to the store, I've been getting really bad anxiety. And I'm like snippy and snappy and like,
Oh my lord, yeah.
then when I leave, I'm like, I feel so much better. It's so weird.
Amber being confused as to why her anxiety was going up when she visited the store was not the mystery Amber made it out to be. Amber was a young woman who was using a scooter to get around, while people much older than her walked by her. Regardless of how she was feeling, Amber taking it out on Becky yet again showed what a vile human being she truly was.
So I think something I really need is a big support team. I feel like that's really important for anybody to lose weight. So I've asked Becky to try Weight Watchers with me. She's never done Weight Watchers before. So I don't think she's ever heard of it until I came around. So we're gonna sign her up for Weight Watchers tonight. Right, babe? We're signing you up for Weight Watchers tonight, right? Are you excited?
No one cared if Amber was back on Weight Watchers. She had done this over and over and over, and people had begun to lose interest in whatever Amber was filming. Even Amber didn't seem to care anymore.
So I hope you guys have been enjoying my videos lately. They've been kind of bland, like bland stand, but that's okay. I don't really care.
Amber always seemed to have an excuse as to why she wasn't where she wanted to be with her health. She was addicted to food. She was an emotional eater. She wasn't getting the support of those around her. She had binge eating disorder, apparently.
So many people kept saying, see a therapist, see a therapist, see a therapist. I kept seeing tons of YouTubers talk about an app called BetterHelp. So I looked into BetterHelp because it was being advertised by all my favorite YouTubers, Trisha Paytas, and now Shane Dawson is advertising it, and I was just like, maybe I'll give this a shot. I'm doing what everyone has been wanting me to do, and I was rooting myself on. I was super proud of myself, and I was making YouTube videos about it. I was like, heh, I'm seeing a therapist, look at me now. So when he told me, oh yeah, binge eating disorder, da 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 da, I was like, holy shit, like I've been right this whole time. That's exactly what's going on with me. Finally, me being diagnosed, I was like, finally I can talk to my YouTube about that. But it turns out that what he did, he shouldn't have done, and I did not know that. Me being told that I had binge eating disorder shouldn't have been allowed. So I ended up messaging my counselor and I said, are you legally allowed to diagnose me? And he admitted that no, he's not. And I was just like, then why would you? There is no diagnosing allowed because I have recently learned that therapists aren't actually supposed to diagnose you. I didn't know any of this. So
Amber didn't explain clearly enough what was said between her and her therapist. To many, it sounded like binge eating had been discussed and that Amber had heard what she wanted and basically diagnosed herself. Whatever actually happened though, Amber was still failing. Failing at weight loss and failing at being an entertaining YouTuber. She was getting bigger and bigger and less mobile. She had plenty of critics, but even her genuine fans weren't happy with her latest content.
So yeah, I'm about to eat this and oh my god, it looks so good. Woo-hoo. The first comment I see is, it's scary how quickly Becky is gaining weight. Okay, in quotations, it says, this is the highest I've ever weighed. And then it says, until next week when it's her next highest weight. Sigh. If you make a video titled, Am I a Narcissist? Then you probably are. Highly disagree with that. Yes, I am sitting down. My back hurts really bad. I weighed in a few days ago at 5:45, but Weight Watchers for someone like me, I don't know, I'm a little scared by it because I had McDonald's for dinner And then I was like, oh look, I have points. So I had a Ben and Jerry. Save me. I don't know. So I'm kind of just like, what the fuck? So I was talking to Becky and I was just like, I don't know how to, I don't know how to lose weight anymore. Like, I literally don't know what to do anymore. I can barely breathe just sitting here. Like, I keep having to take breaths and I'm just like, what is happening? Hamburger Helper is the most filling food ever because look how much I've left and I'm like done. Like, I feel ill. And I will say I wasn't really binging as hardcore as I usually do. So I feel like that's why I only gained 3.8 because in one day I could gain like 7 pounds. So over a week only gaining 3.8 is not that bad. Why don't you consistently vlog anymore? I feel like since you have reached 80K subscribers, you don't care about your content anymore. Like anything goes. I've been where you were, I've been there when you were less than 10K subs. You seem more dedicated then. I actually took that to heart. Like really bad because that's not true. It's not like I was more dedicated then. It's not like I cared more then. It's not like I care less now. It's not like I just upload anything and call it a day. That's not the truth. Your girl went ham. I have a haul for you.
This is the only Mexican restaurant I ever been to where they let you get your own chips.
That's so cool. This looks like tomato sauce. Chips and salsa.
I have this really bad pimple over here and it hurts really bad and I've popped it like 3 times and it won't go away and it really sucks. You know what I mean?
That's a fun story.
You know what I'm saying? I also forgot to take my medicine, so I just now took it and like, who knows?
You need to remember, babes.
Amber was seen by almost all of her audience as a complete and utter joke. She would tell us how she struggled to sleep at a decent time. Then we would see her driving around on a scooter at 1 AM.
Oh, whoops. I ran over Becky's toe. Just kidding. Was it funny?
Yeah, that was funny.
Becky would drive them both to the grocery store, and Amber would stay in the car making excuses as to why she couldn't go with Becky.
I'm actually really excited for this like party get together. There's gonna be games and I'm coming up with games. Like, I'll read you guys the list that I have, which is why I stayed in the car because I was so into this list I couldn't stop.
She would show us her cooking healthy food and then later down the line admit what her real diet was like.
In a 24-hour frame, I had fast food 4 times from 4 different places.
She was making herself disabled and sick because she wouldn't stop eating garbage.
God, wow. What the fuck? I don't know if it's the lighting or what. I'm feeling so repulsed right now.
We had seen her crying in a panic, all because she hadn't taken her medication.
I ran out, and I haven't had my Lexapro pills in 2 or 3 days.
Amber couldn't even drink water.
Is it normal to only go pee like 3 times a day? Like 2 or 3 times? Probably not. So that's a cue that I need more of this. Agua. Like, I'm so dehydrated.
Just when it seemed we had seen everything we were going to see from Amber, something new emerged. Amber told us she was going to hold a huge Halloween party for lots of guests.
So I'm just wearing black pants, black shirt, Avi. Cape. So I have a joke for you guys. Why don't you want a Pokemon to go to the bathroom with you? Because
They'll take a Pikachu.
So
Finally, we were going to get something new. Amber had talked about the party often enough to get her audience excited. So, how did the party go?
I feel really bad that I didn't really vlog anything, but I was so much in the moment, and it's just like I didn't even think of taking out my camera, not once. Everyone really enjoyed the music, the decorations, the appetizers, the food, the laughs, the fun, the dancing, and the games I came up with, and it was just so much fun. I won second place for costumes. That was really cool. I was not expecting that. Becky was a glow stick for Halloween. Like literally, she was glowing like nobody's business, like everywhere. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know I'm super sorry for not filming much. But I'm just glad I had a great time.
The one time Amber had something that her audience actually wanted to see, Amber didn't film it. Chances are Amber was sat down for the entirety of the party. Either that or she just couldn't be bothered to film, because that would have required a small amount of effort, and Amber was not about that life. Everyone watching could see what a joke Amber and her channel had become. She couldn't stick to anything she wanted to do for one video. The overall feeling was that she was lazy, pathetic and beyond saving, and even Amber seemed to realise she was past the point of helping.
I want to be honest with you guys. I just weighed myself, and I'm also going to be eating this. This is one of my go-tos when I am overeating or binging. I also had fast food as my second meal. So today I've had Olive Garden and fast food. And I had my leftovers just like 30 minutes ago, and you're not supposed to weigh yourself after you eat, which I understand that. Sorry, I was looking over here because I'm updating my Fitbit. Actually bought a new one today. I gave Becky my other Fitbit and I got the Versa because I really wanted it. I actually got the rose gold. It's charging. This is the charger. The rose gold and the peach one. I look like dead. Just look at me. I'm just like, and I see all these people on Instagram. Instagram is like my go-to for like motivation. There are some weight loss people on there that are like, obsessed. And it's almost like I live vicariously through them, and I need to just do it for myself instead of living through them, because I'm never gonna change. I can't just keep being inspired but not doing anything about it. Like there's this girl that I found today who lost, I think it was like 105 pounds in only 9 months, and I was just like, I wish that was me. I literally say that as I am drinking a regular Sprite. I'm never gonna lose weight if I keep stuffing my face. Food is killing me. My body is giving out. I'm gonna be 28 in just a couple months, and I know for a fact that if I continue how I'm doing now, I won't make it to 40. I highly doubt I'll make it to 35. I will be 600 pounds if I don't stop. Almost positive I'd make it to 700. I didn't want to cry. Ugh. I'm doing everything in my power not to cry right now. I'm doing a little jig, trying to think of happy thoughts. Trying to think of my Twinkie star and my Rarity and my wasabi. People keep telling me and asking me, when is it gonna be your rock bottom? I don't want to have a heart attack. I don't want to have a stroke. I don't want to fall and break something, and I don't want there to be a rock bottom. Or if there is a rock bottom, I want this to be it. I want this to be it. I'm just so done. I can't believe that I have gained 80 pounds since February. I have gained 80 pounds since February. I just weighed in at 550, and that's the highest I've ever weighed. I got a very rude message the other day, and they were like, I know you're lying about your weight, you're probably 550. The other day I wasn't 550, but today I am. I don't ever want to be this weight again, ever. And sometimes I wonder if I'll ever change. I'm honestly scared. And I just want you guys to keep me in your thoughts, and I feel like maybe drop the tough love for a minute and just really just send positive vibes. And right now I really need encouragement. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go now.